Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video I'm going to be weekly checking in for week 1 of my March monthly budget. Now I wanted to start this video with the cover that I just hauled on my channel. As you guys can see, this cover definitely screams spring, so I thought this would be the perfect time to finally change my budget planner cover. The only thing that I think I'm gonna do moving forward is whenever I buy interchangeable covers for my budget planner, I'm no longer going to be putting the year, just because I think that I can definitely reuse them, of course. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that really quick, but I love my planner. I always mention how I feel that I'm in a new planner just by changing the cover in the front. So let me go ahead and bring you guys to my March monthly budget spreads. I did set up all of these on camera for you guys, so if you guys have not checked those out, I definitely suggest that you do. And before we move on, let me go ahead and take all of my bookmarks out of February. Okay, so I went ahead and took out both my bookmarks and my key here, which just consists of a compliment card and a coil clip from Erin Condren. So I'm going to put these in here, and this just lets me know what category each of the budget expense stickers are. And then we'll put this one here. And of course, I am using the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. I know I still get a lot of questions about which planner it is that I use as my budget planner, so I thought that I would mention that. But let me go ahead and get my stickers for my weekly check-in. This is my weekly check-in kit that I'll be using, and I am using the rose gold page flags because I will be using the leftover plaid washi that I used for my sinking funds video. I also have some leftover like Boju stickers and labels from the add-on sheet there. So let me go ahead and quickly lay down all of my stickers in this spread, and we'll get into the weekly check-in. Okay, so I'm all done setting this spread up. Let me just make my lines. Now, the reason I make the weekly check-in, which I like to explain every single time I'm setting this spread up, is because, as you guys know, I use cash dividers, which I actually haven't in here, and I will be checking in with you guys. What I like to do is, since I do budget for the whole month, I like to make sure that I am not overspending per week and that I'm able to make that cash last me throughout the month. And that's kind of why I've done the weekly check-in, and honestly it has done wonders hand in hand with the cash envelope or cash divider system. I really think that both of those things have really, I wouldn't say perfected my budget, because my budget is in no way perfect, but it really has made me accountable. And as I mentioned before, when you have cash rather than just swiping with your debit card, it is a lot harder to spend the money. And I know that firsthand, because obviously with your debit card you don't actually see the money going away, it's just swiping a plastic card. But with the actual cash, you're seeing as the money is being spent, and that kind of gets me like, okay, no, I can't spend all this money right now because I needed it to last for the whole month. And I really just recommend it, and I always have. So I'm now going to be looking at my whole month because I want to break it up in weeks. So I have week 1 through 5, and I think that should be fine. So the first week that we're going to weekly check in for is going to be from the 1st to the 8th. So I'm just going to put right here next to the page flag, 1st through 8th. Then week 2 is going to be from the 9th through, and typically I like to do Monday through Sunday, so I think I'm just going to do that. So we'll have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 for the last 2 days. I think I am just going to leave that as week 5. I think so, I am. Okay, so let's do from the 9th through the 15th for week 2. Then week 3 is from the 16th until the 22nd. Week 4 is from the 23rd through the 29th. And then week 5 is going to be from the 30th till the 31st, which was just 2 days, but I think I'm going to space it out this way because the 31st is my court interpreter written exam, and I think I want to give myself some time to make that weekly check-in. Now I'm going to write down my categories, which if you guys are new to my channel, you guys won't know this, but I like to group some of my cash dividers together, just for mostly for space purposes, but also because I don't want to have so many budget expense stickers and like so many different colors, and I've always just done this so it really works out for me. It might not make sense to some of you guys, but it makes sense to me, which is all that really matters because it's my budget. So the first category that I have is food, and for food, those are both my eating out and groceries cash envelope. Then I have gas, which this is by itself. After we have shopping, which shopping is both my allowance and beauty cash envelopes. I keep saying cash envelopes, but I mean cash dividers. I've always just been used to doing the cash envelope system, sorry, but I did change into dividers, which look like these, sorry. And then last but not least, I do like to track any unbudgeted expenses that I might have not accounted for in the beginning of the month when making my budget spread. After setting that up, I'm going to go to my monthly view, which I've already laid down my budget expense stickers just to save us some time, because usually the first video of the month is a pretty long one. So I thought that I would just save us time by laying down all of my budget expense stickers. So as you guys can see, I have stickers like other, which is mainly for my coffee cash divider, which I explained all about that in my monthly budget if you guys are wondering about that. And then I have a sticker for shopping, for food, and even for gas. I finally pumped gas this past week. I'm going to start with food. So food is all of my pink stickers, and the ones that I have here are Cane's and In-N-Out. As you guys can see, haven't really been eating the greatest, but In-N-Out was $9 and Cane's was $14, and I just like to check these off as I'm checking in for them with this dual tip marker by Erin Condren. So in total I spent $23, and I will count what I have left over in my cash envelopes. So as you guys can see, I didn't go grocery shopping. I wanted to go on Sunday, but just things didn't work out that way, and that's totally fine. I think I'm just gonna end up going tonight. Also, I keep forgetting that some of you guys might be new, but if you guys are wondering where I keep my cash divider trackers, I keep them in this micro happy planner. I've been doing so for quite a bit, and I just refilled this with some brand new paper. Tell me this is not the cutest thing. It has like polka dots everywhere, some little circles to check off, and this that just says "You've got this." I really like this. I will try to leave a link for this down below. I think I might have bought this on Amazon. So for groceries, I should still have $2.25, which is crazy that I haven't used any money, but this is my cash divider. And hopefully by the time that you guys are watching this video, they're still available, because I am going to get them up. If not, they'll be available soon, guys. So $2.25 for groceries. We have 100, 50, 70, 190, 210, 220, 225. So I still do have, of course, the $2.25 there, and then from eating out I have $1.25. So what I like to do is, for the remaining, is add those two beginning balances. $2.25 plus $1.25 minus 23. That means that I should have remaining $3.27. And as you guys can see, after In-N-Out and Cane's, I should have 102 left in my eating out cash divider. So for that, it's right here. We have 50, 70, 90, 1, 2. So 102. That was kind of awkward how I said that. Okay, next we have gas, which I did pump, and that was $40. I know that just because that's what it takes to fill up my tank. So I am just going to check that off right here. And we started with 80. So 80 minus 40 means that I have $40 for the month, which honestly should be fine. If you guys have been watching my video, you guys know that I work from home and I don't really go out much. So I think the 40 should be more than enough for the rest of the month. So that's gas. And then we have shopping, which is both my allowance and beauty cash envelopes. I started with $2.60 for those, and I spent $12. What I ended up buying that day was a little hand sanitizer holder, which, as you guys know, with the whole coronavirus, which I don't even want to talk about, but I've been seeing a lot of things on Twitter. So definitely read up on that before freaking out. That's all that I would say. So I wanted to get a little hand sanitizer holder. Let me know if you guys would like to see it. I'll show it on the next weekly check-in or whenever I get it, but it's really cute. So I ended up taking that out of my allowance, and I didn't use anything for beauty this week, so that was a total of $12. And did I check it off? I did. Okay. So we started, like I mentioned, with 100 for allowance and 160 for beauty. So 260 minus 12. That means that I should have 248 remaining. And I didn't even count my gas divider, but I do still have 40 here. And then allowance has a little cherry icon there. I should have 88 for allowance. So we have 50, 70, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's that. And then for beauty, we should still have the full 160 here. Which, let me get. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, and 160. And then for unbudgeted, I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses. So I am just going to make or write down $0 and then just a dash here because I don't personally budget anything from budgeted. So that's going to stay there. And then the last thing that I have here in my monthly view, which I don't weekly check in for, is my coffee. The reason being is because I do have it as a cash divider, but I don't think it's necessary to weekly check in for it. Next month, I might just not even put it in my monthly view, but as of now it's there, and that's kind of what I did last month, so that's kind of what I'm sticking with. But this is my cash divider for coffee, and I still just have 50. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, and 50. So those are all of my cash dividers. And with that being said, that's pretty much all that I have for the weekly check-in part of things. Pretty simple, and as you guys can see, I still do have quite a bit of money in all of my cash dividers because it is the beginning of the month and I still need 4 more weeks. Now let me go ahead and bring you guys to my sinking funds spread. For my sinking fund spread, I also do have a video all about setting this page up and stuffing my sinking fund system, so make sure you check that out as well if you haven't. These are all of my funds, and this is the transaction log for these funds. And for this past week, I did have 2 transactions. One was for my birthdays fund on the 5th for $36, and that was to get my friend Cynthia a birthday present. And then the second one was for car insurance. On the 8th, I made my usual monthly payment, and the description was just car insurance payment. This money I give to my dad because he's the one who actually pays for it, and I just go ahead and give him the cash. So that is it. My camera died, but I think I finished up with my sinking funds. I want to say, yeah. Okay, so now that we're done here, let me bring you guys to my variable income spread, which I do have a couple of expenses, mostly from shops that I usually shop from, except for one, Whimsical Cat Studio. This is a new sticker shop to me that I actually got introduced because of Kirsten Michelle here on YouTube. On her plan with me, she used a couple of like uploading stickers, so I went ahead and checked Whimsical Cat Studio, and I got a bunch of her Melody, I believe, character stickers, which she doesn't have red hair, but she has pinkish hair, and that's, I think, close enough for me. You guys know how much I always try to look for characters that kind of look like me, so I ended up purchasing from that, as well as just my usual PicMonkey and Epidemic Sound charge. I was going to unsubscribe from Epidemic Sound. I might use it in the next couple of videos, so we'll see how that goes, and if I don't, I'll just go ahead and cancel it for next month. But that is $15. Then I bought stickers from Sadie Stickers from her $2 Tuesday. Scribble Prints Co. had a really cute kit, and I just stocked up on some meal icons. And then Once More With Love had an Oops bag and some new releases. And then last but not least, I have here a little sticky note from Fox and Pip. I've been using these for the past couple of months, and it's just where I track all of the shipping charges that I'm paying for. Most of these are from Patreon, cash envelope, and divider orders, as well as for giveaways. So I did get charged $30.07 for the week of the 7th, and I think that's going to be pretty much it. Well, actually, I mentioned this in my February budget results video. I am partaking in a savings challenge, which I've already started with my patrons over on my Patreon, and let me go ahead and show you guys because I ended up printing it and putting it in my business planner. So this is how the savings challenge looks, and it's called 30 Days to Savings Challenge. I did get it off a Pinterest post, so I will be sure to link that down below if you guys are interested. I just ended up printing it and putting it in my A5 business planner. So the goal of this challenge is to save almost $500 in 30 days, and now will I be able to do this? I don't know, and I'm really trying to think as to ways where I can get money from so that I can fulfill this challenge. So essentially what you do every day is just deposit the amount of that same day. So the first day you'll put $1, the second day you put $2 and $3, $4, and so on and so forth. So I already do have a cash envelope here that I made for myself a while ago. And this is where I put all of my cash divider savings for the month of February. I thought that this would definitely give me a good head start with the savings challenge. So I do challenge all of you guys to partake in this if you'd like. I'm not 100% sure if all of my patrons are doing this, but you obviously don't have to do this specifically. You can, if you want, at least challenge yourself to, let's say, save $1 per day or $2 per day, $3 per day, and I think that's still good, and I think it will motivate you to save more money. And what I've done is I not only have this sheet, I also have this one savings tracker from SM Plans, I believe. Yes, SM Plans. And what I have done is on the 8th was the day that I made my February budget results video, and I had, I believe, $73 in here. So I'm all caught up until day 11th, so I don't really have to worry about it, but in the back of my mind I am definitely thinking of new ways to either make money to put towards this challenge or take some money out of either different sinking funds or cash envelopes, making some income on the side from like Poshmark, which I did just sell something from Poshmark. So it just depends how you go about it, but I definitely want to challenge you guys to partake in this challenge with me if you guys would like. And with that being said, that is pretty much all that I have for this video. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.